Hello, this is Pavel from DevOps Codes Academy. Welcome to second episode where we're gonna take care of your wallet. We're gonna create some billing alarms and we're gonna talk about the free tier and we're gonna prevent any unexpected costs that you might take. And also we will take care of your security. We will create an IAM user. We will add multi-factor authentication and we will stop using the root user that we created within the account during last lesson. Let's jump into the console. Okay, we are back to AWS console. So let's log in as a root user. We don't have IAM user yet. And so we're gonna have to use the email address that we put during registration. Let's go in and we're gonna do basically three things today. First thing we're gonna do today, we will enable billing alerts. To do that, first we have to go to the account preferences. We have to be logged in as a root user or with IAM user with given permission to view billing information, but we don't have a IAM user yet. So we have to go to the billing preferences on the left side. And we have to choose receive billing alerts here and save preferences. Okay, after that, we have to create a billing alert. To do it, we have to go to the CloudWatch service. You have to be sure that you are using North Virginia. This is the, let's say, global region in AWS. Many services that they are global are hosted in that region. So in the navigation, we have to go to all alarms. In all alarms, we have to create an alarm. So let's click here, then select metric, scroll down. From all metrics, we have to choose billing, total estimated charge, and we will see that we have it metric name estimated charges in USD. Let's select, click select metric, and now we will have to choose the condition. So for here, you might not see anything yet. If you just enabled it, it might take up to 15 minutes, but also we don't have any resources that would cost us, so that's why it's still 0. Under conditions, we have to choose static and then leave it greater, and it depends on how quick you want to be informed, notified. I would say that 10 USD is okay. We might have some small costs in future, but for sure not in the first lessons. I will let you know when we will be using something that might charge you a little bit. But also in a while we will go to the free tier, so you can browse also all the free tier resources from AWS. Okay, alarm stage trigger. We leave it in alarm. We don't have existing SNS topic, so we have to create a new topic, and we can call it billing alert 10 USD. And we have to put our email here to be informed. So I will put my email used for this account, Academy DevOps Codes. Let's create a topic. Okay, that's good. Add notification. That would be if you would like to have another endpoint, but for us one is enough. Click next. Let's call it billing alert. When estimated charges are greater than $10. Okay, next. We see the red line at 10 USD. That's good. We can review everything if everything is okay, and we can create an alarm. As you can see in the beginning, it's insufficient data, but after a while it should be changed to OK. At the same time, you should get an email. Email should look like that. You have chosen to subscribe the topic, and this is very important. We have to click to confirm subscription, and you will get something like that. Let me see. Exactly, subscription confirmed. That's good. Can close that email. Great, we have enabled alerts, so whenever if you forget to delete something, you will get notified very quickly. I believe that $10 it's good value. If you want to set it up lower, like 5, or greater, like 20 or 50, it's up to you. But for sure, you will not be charged unexpectedly, let's say like huge amount of USD in the end of the month. Going to the free tier, you can find it also on awsamazon.com free. And we can check here what we can use. So for example, for 12 months for free, we can use EC2 750 hours per month. So this is what we will be utilizing to learn Linux, Bash scripting, and some other stuff. Amazon S3, this is a service to upload files, objects. So we will utilize it as well. And you see that it's 5 GB for the first year as well. There are some GET requests, PUT requests, etc. There are a lot of resources and services that we don't know yet. We will not learn all of them. Don't worry if you feel that there's a lot of it here. But yeah, we will go to set up a application, 3-web tier application. Everything in front of us. Don't worry. Okay, after setting up billing alert and checking free tier, we will go to the service called IAM, and we have a big red information here, add MFA for root user. This is multi-factor authentication, so let's do it as we want to have a secure account. To activate MFA, we need an application that we will use with it. I'm using Google Authenticator. For that, you can download it on your mobile. Google Authenticator. It looks like that with this gray icon. It's for Android, it's for iOS, so there should be no problem. When you install it on your mobile, then we will have to scan the QR code. So let's click here to activate MFA. We will use virtual MFA device, and you will get your QR code here. I will not show you mine because it's security breach, but I will just scan it with my Google Authenticator to add it. After you scan it, it will be added to your mobile, and then you will have to add 2 MFA codes, one after another one. They are refreshing. Okay, so I have my codes already on mobile. That's the first one. We have to wait a couple of seconds. And we have successfully assigned virtual MFA. That's good. So whenever we will log in as a root user, it will not only ask us for the password, but will also ask us for the code from your application. That's a multi-factor authentication security. It's used in, I think, all of the IT companies. Wherever you will get a job, you will work with some MFA devices, because yes, passwords are not enough in these times. All right, so we have it for the root user. Now we're gonna create IAM user. So it's also a good practice to do not use the root user, as it has a lot of privileges. So we don't want to use it. We can click here to add user. Here we can use it, my full name, it's okay. And we're gonna add access key, programmatic access, and also password management console access. We can use auto-generated password, it's okay, and user must create a new password at next sign in. That's also a way to pass password to another users if you are an administrator. So then, yeah, you might see the password and you can pass it to the person that will be using that user. But this person will have to change the password. So thanks to this, it will be quite secure that you will not have access to it anymore. And let's create a group. We can create a group admins for the beginning, and we can attach a policy to the group, administrator access. This will provide full access to AWS services and resources. Be careful when you are granting to somebody. But as we are the only users and we are the owners of the account, it's a very good idea to add administrator access here. Create a group. Great, so we are adding user to the group. Next, we can click tags. We can put tag called name, and we can make Paweł Fracik, that's my name. Okay, review, user details, everything looks good for me. Create a user. Success. Now you can download the file containing the access key ID, the secret access key, and the password. You can also send yourself an email, but I will download it. Okay, don't share access key and password with anybody. You can close it. Great, so we have an user. You see that there's no activity yet, MFA is not enabled. You can later on go and enable MFA for that user, so it will be secure as well. So let's log out, let's sign out right now, and let's log back in. And now we're gonna choose IAM user, not root user. Put your attention for that. And here you will have to get the 12 digits or account alias of our account. And this is the thing that I forgot to tell you before. Okay, we have the username Academy DevOps Codes. It's the root user, but we want to have user Paweł Fracik here. And you can paste the password here. You can click remember this account. I don't want to save, so that's the old password. Let me put the new password here. Okay. And here we are. Back to our account, but you can see that now we are logging as Paweł Fracik, or your username, not anymore as a root. So let's go back to IAM. We have a administrator access, so we can do a lot on our account. And we can also change the account alias. We can create it. So I will make it Academy DevOps Codes. And we can use only AZ numbers and hyphens. So I cannot use dots here. So we can make it in this way. You can put whatever you want here. It has to be unique, so probably you will not be able to create the same alias as me, because you see that AWS is already giving us a unique URL that we can use later on to sign in. I will copy it, save changes. Okay, that alias was created. So let's sign out and let's paste that link again. You can save it in your bookmarks if you want. And you see that it's already putting, instead of account ID, we have this alias here. That's my username. And I can sign in again to the account. Okay, the last thing that we have to do is enable MFA also for that user, so it will be secure for us. You see, that's the information. Add MFA for yourself. We will make it in the same way like before, but here we have to scroll down a little bit. And you will see here multi-factor authentication, assign MFA device, virtual, close. That's great. Let's sign out and sign in again, so you will see that this time we will have to put MFA code exactly. And I think I'm pretty fast right now, so I'm not sure if it will not be a problem with using the same code. No, it's not. Great. So we are logging as an IAM user with MFA. We have enabled MFA for root user. We will not use it anymore at this point, unless we will have to go for some more advanced, let's say, AWS operations, but not at this point for sure. We also have created billing alerts, and we created SNS topic and subscription to our email, so we will be notified about estimated charges if they will go above $10 in my case. And you can see that now it's 0. The alarm is okay. Thank you. That was Pavel from DevOps Codes, episode number 2. See you in the next lesson.